we're in max fear right now with the crypto market. It's actually kind of interesting, but I'm not too concerned personally, and here's why. Okay, first off, we have the Trump tariffs. That's scaring a lot of investors, especially Wall Street, because nobody has fully come to the negotiating table yet. I'm not too concerned about that because if we refer to Trump's first presidential term, this is the same exact gameplay that he did, right? Threatened tariffs, everybody freaked out, the markets freaked out, and then everything worked itself out. So I really do believe that that's what's going to happen this go around as well, because people want to trade with the United States, okay? We are a huge consumer base. Americans love to consume. Other countries like to sell us things, and we do make some things too. So business wants to be done with the United States, so I'm not too concerned about that. It'll work itself out. Also, there's fears with China because China potentially can be going into deflation, which is concerning. But again, China will figure itself out normally, like it always does. They have a huge economy. They have over 1 billion people, so I think they're going to work their way out. And they're the manufacturing capital of the world, so we need China to build stuff. So I think things are going to work themselves out with that. Now, here's where I don't get too concerned about it, but we're in a really weird situation with crypto for the first time ever, is Wall Street's here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time ever we're really seeing when the stock market sells off, crypto sells off. Wall Street people are treating Bitcoin and other altcoins like they're tech stocks, and they're not. I mean, they don't see it through the eyes of crypto people like we do, right? They don't see it that it's a lot of these coins like Bitcoin or Cardano, ADA, that these are deflationary cryptos, right? That you can build on top of them. You know, there's a lot of economic and financial characteristics to these cryptos that aren't the same as just like a regular security or a stock of a company, obviously. But they don't see it that way right now. So right now we're in this pain. But here's what I want to bring out. Wall Street is here. So what do we think's happening behind closed doors? Again, is there manipulation in the market right now? I think there really is. This is my personal opinion because you know that these big money companies and investment firms, they have the potentiality to buy over the counter, which means they can buy a lot of crypto and it does not affect the price. We don't get to see that. We might find out later by looking at the blockchain a few days later or weeks later and then realize, oh man, this whale bought 100 million, Bitcoin or 100 million ADA or XRP or what have you. Oh my gosh, where did this come from? Why wasn't it affected in the price when everything was crashing? That's why. And they can also manipulate the market. I've said this in my other videos, but they can buy over the counter, which doesn't affect the price. But then if they just start dumping occasional little small pockets of, decent sums of, crypto on the spot market, which where you and I buy as retail, that can crash the market. And then when it crashes the market, they take the more money that they have on their coffers and then they buy more crypto over the counter. It's a game. This Wall Street plays this game every single time. And as retail investors, we fall for it every single time. But here's why I think it's important to hold blue chip cryptos and to try to be smart investors, because most of these cryptos are deflationary. There is a set limit to them. So once it's gone, right? Like there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin ever created. And if this is a very valuable asset, which it has become, that it has reached this fancy term of called intersubjective reality, which basically means that once it becomes valuable in the minds and the shared minds of everybody, it becomes money. Just like the dollar has intersubjective value because everybody says, hey, this is backed by the United States government. The United States government is very powerful, has a lot of money. We trade this to get goods. Bitcoin has that same value. It's digital gold. It's reached intersubjective reality. And we're seeing a lot of blue chip cryptos starting to reach that as well, especially because favorable regulations are coming out, not only within the United States, but within other countries. And other countries are starting to accumulate these cryptos, or at least hold them, what they already have on the books. Look at the United States. We now have a Bitcoin strategic reserve and we have a digital asset stockpile, which is basically like a reserve, right? We are taking the altcoins and the Bitcoin that we already have and we're putting them on the books. And the United States Congress is actively looking to create laws where potentially they could even buy more, especially Bitcoin. So This is why I'm not too concerned. The narrative has never been stronger. There is manipulation in the market. I really truly believe that. So what do we do as retail people? I mean, look, I work an everyday job just like all of you do. I'm dollar cost averaging into the cryptos that I do research on that I feel are important. I'm going to keep saying this in every single video, every single day, little bits and pieces of this and give my 2 cents on the matter, but this is super important. If you want to get ahead in life, the best way to do it is to invest. And I'm not even just saying invest in cryptos, right? It's good to start a business. It's good to invest in equities, into ETFs, buy some Vanguard. But if you want to diversify, buy some crypto, buy some Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum, buy some Cardano ADA, buy some XRP, and think long term. Okay, it's always good to take profits when you feel comfortable to take profits. But at the same point, it's always good to just dollar cost average because then you give yourself options and always invest more or don't invest more than you're willing to lose, right? Because anything can go down substantially. But if you're just putting in the extra, this can build up over time. So this is why I'm not too concerned. The narrative has never been stronger. I'm continuing to dollar cost average. I'm not freaking out looking at like the hour charts or the day charts. There is max fear, but you know what? When it's max fear, sometimes it's a good time to buy because I can almost bet Wall Street is buying right now as well. So anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.